Listen, I'd love to just start off on, we just said it, I think it's 129,000 roughly. Coin, average price of 30,700. Spent about $4 billion on it.
Spent about $4 billion on it. Spent about $4 billion on it. Bitcoin is worthless artificial.
Within a decade, crypto and blockchain technology will be the 12th sector in this.
Bitcoin doesn't have any value in and of itself. It's not backed up by anything.
Are we going to stop it? There's only one way to stop it. Raise interest rates right now.
The main point is that we are not buying this dip because it's not a dip.
I cannot believe the secret has been revealed. Now we know why Bitcoin more than likely plummeted massively below $20,000 all the way into the $17,000 range just days ago. And is there more to come, or was that the big chalupa? Everyone on the planet is looking to time Bitcoin's bottom. But what if I told you this one piece of information is hiding right in front of our thighs? So sit down, grab a nice cold juice, and think about your grandma, because this is where things get big. Bitcoin just did the unthinkable, and with price teetering right around $20,000, is this the secret we've been waiting for? I think it is. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications. If you're interested in any bonuses or deals, make sure to take advantage of the currently over $16,000 bonus with trading, getting altcoins, all of that below. As well, if you're interested in staking with our pool, make sure to do that as well to earn double the rewards. And without any further magoo, let's dump in. Unbelievable, as the reason for Bitcoin's mega dump out has been unveiled, the big question now is, could we go lower here? Is this the bottom? Are we heading down to roughly around $10,000 like much analysis and many people are saying? Or, in fact, is this actually not the case? Is this currently actually right now potentially the best case to buy Bitcoin, the best scenario to buy Bitcoin? That's what we're going to be talking about in this episode. But if we take a look here with Bitcoin's chart, yes, alongside this massive volume, we do see Bitcoin at this very second. It did dip below 20,000 today, but currently it's still hovering right around 20,000 US dollars, where there absolutely, as expected, is a lot of demand for Bitcoin at 20,000. And even though we dipped our tip a little bit below 20,000 just a few days ago on the 18th and 17th, down to about the $17,000 range, the mid $17,000 range, Bitcoin has so far held those levels. And, what are the chances now that the shakeout is finally over? So one of the first things I want to talk about here as well, some bearish analysis, some bearish sentiment, is that Bitcoin could plunge even further to about 13,000. And in my last two updates, I talked about $12,000 being a very good area for Bitcoin to ultimately bounce, because I'm not convinced just yet that the shakeout is done, considering that Bitcoin's price is heavily tied to the stock market right now. And as we all know, the stock market is not looking the best. It's completely getting dumped on, getting bloodied and bashed, and getting a reach around surprise 2,000 absolutely. But Ian Harnett, the co-founder of Absolute Strategy Research, said past crypto rallies show Bitcoin tends to fall roughly 80%, and 85% takes us down to about 10K, but 80% is right around 13K. So based on just past analysis, one thing I would like to mention about this is that I think past analysis at this point has kind of gone out the window. If we expect all Bitcoin crashes to take us down about 85%, or right around 80 to 85%, then we should also expect that our prediction models to the upside would have worked as well. And as I'm sure many of you know, whether it is the lengthening cycle, whether it is the stock to flow model, whether it is the super cycle, whatever it is, all of those did not happen. And in fact, based on previous returns, again, a lot of people were expecting that Bitcoin would go a lot higher than 69,000, nice, during the bull run, and it didn't. So that model didn't work. So I ask, if the upside targets were not fully met, what makes you think we also have to drop as low as we would drop if, say, we did hit 100,000 or something like that, right? If we're not going to get really pumped to the upside, why is it guaranteed that we have to get really dumped to the downside? The only reason I think is because, again, of the broader stock or the broader macroeconomic kind of background. But if we're going to be following the stock market and going into a giant recession and stuff like that, then why would it stop right at 85%? Either we're kind of done dumping now, or we could in fact go much lower. I don't think 85 is some kind of magic percentage where Bitcoin could drop. I think it's pretty meaningless, to be fair. And actually, we're going to go into exactly about this liquidation or this move. But even more importantly, honestly, miners have started to dump their Bitcoin holdings, and the deteriorating profitability of mining has forced public miners to start liquidating their holdings. And you can see as of May, lots of dumpies, lots of big dumpies here. You can see the share of monthly Bitcoin production sold reached about 100% in May, where it's usually right around like 20 to 30%. So, I mean, that's gigantic. The pressure, the selling pressure that the miners put into the market is gigantic and has always been very important for Bitcoin's price. It has always been a big factor. And with Bitcoin price going so low, it is not profitable for a lot of these miners to continue mining, meaning miners are going to have to stop mining. So that's just one big key to the puzzle. But as well, before you get into the Bitcoin charts, enormous outflows from the largest Bitcoin ETF may have triggered a Bitcoin crash. The largest Bitcoin spot exchange traded fund lost half of its assets last Friday, which could have exacerbated Bitcoin's crash on Saturday. The Purpose Bitcoin ETF saw an outflow of almost 25,000 Bitcoin on Friday, the most severe redemption in a single day since the fund made its debut on the Canadian Stock Exchange over a year ago. The outflows mean that the fund had to sell about 500 million or half a billion Bitcoin at Friday's price, adding to the sell pressure in an already shaky crypto market. So they had to do that on top of what's already been happening. The enormous outflows are likely caused by a forced seller in a huge liquidation. The forced selling of the 24,000 Bitcoin could have triggered Bitcoin's move down towards 17,000. And you can see the gigantic outflow and the massive price drop we saw there. And with Bitcoin's price, again, I think it's very important to note this this pattern that, again, I personally think this fractal is more valid than most fractals that I've seen. Okay, no fractal is guaranteed, obviously, but I think it's very important. And again, you might say that this was due to a black swan event. Yes, well, so is this. The entire crypto space is collapsing, or at least the companies, the centralized companies of the crypto space are basically collapsing, right? Bitcoin is not collapsing. Price is going down, but yeah, the companies themselves that are basically playing with fire are collapsing. And as well, before we continue with the charts, I thought this was interesting. Where are all the women? Was at the very top of Reddit today. Think about all the women you know. Why is it such a low percentage? My analytics, and I've shared this before, but my analytics and everyone actually in the crypto space, it's all identical. It's about 93% male, 7% female. So if you're a female watching this, absolutely very big. Hopefully more and more women join. But, you know, why is it? I don't really know. I don't know why. I mean, I guess crypto is a little more nerdy. I'm not really sure. It is nerdy, and a lot of people that like love a lot of the space is likes video games and stuff. I don't know. For some reason, people in crypto for the most part are like middle-aged men. It just seems to be what the case is. But that is one huge demographic that I'm excited to join because, again, I think it'll make a big difference to the space. And there's an overwhelming lack of diversity in crypto. I mean, for the most part, it is very much middle-aged males. That's what my analytics show. That's what every creator's analytics that I've ever seen have shown in cryptocurrency. Makeup tutorials on YouTube are usually mostly women watching. Car videos, like sports car videos, are usually mostly men watching. And crypto is also mostly men watching. So hopefully that can change. So if you're a female watching this, maybe send one of your female friends a screenshot of all the money you've lost with crypto. And maybe they'll get interested in losing money as well. But yeah, if we take a look on Bitcoin's chart here, again, this is just with ginormous. And I am long here. I have been long with Bitcoin here. Like I said a few days ago, I had a lot of buy orders around 21 and 22,000, which did fill, but I was not expecting this liquidation all the way down to about, this liquidation candles down quite this low. Very impressive. But at this point, yeah, I do think there is going to be at least some sort of rally, much bigger than this May, which was not even a rally, right? We saw a massive stair step down and no rally whatsoever. I personally just think, again, I think we're going to see more of a scenario like this, where we see a stronger rally after continued dumping. But again, it is very dependent on the stock market, which looks as though it might be able to gain some strength here. The DXY looking weaker at this very second, currently testing this long support. If it flips support, but again, we have some very bearish divergence playing out that, again, I think is very likely to play out. But again, ultimately, I think the lowest Bitcoin could go is about 12,000. But I personally, right now, at this moment, again, this can change day to day, which it should because new information comes out day to day. But I do believe that at this point, if we hold this 20K range, a move back above 30, I think, is in the cards. I'll see you guys in the new channel. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications to never miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you guys are interested in any trading bonuses, we have 3 separate links for exchanges, a total of about 16,000 free in trading bonuses and deposits and getting altcoins. below if you want to trade spot derivatives, whatever it is. Absolutely a lot of great options there. And as well, if you're interested with staking with our pool, we also have a competition, or we have a troop for the competition of an $8 million prize pool, so you can sign up for that below. Without any further ado, that's it for me.